If you took Mount Everest and dropped it into the deepest part of the ocean, its peak would still be over a mile underwater. We call this place the Mariana Trench, a crescent-shaped scar in the Earth's crust that hides our planet's deepest secrets. For centuries, sailors believed the ocean was bottomless, a chaotic abyss where monsters waited for the foolish. They were wrong about the monsters, but they were right about the chaos that waits for us 7 miles down. As we begin our descent, the first thing you lose is the warmth of the sun, which vanishes within minutes. At 200 meters deep, we enter the twilight zone, where photosynthesis stops and the ocean turns a bruised purple. Here, creatures have evolved huge eyes just to catch the last few photons of light drifting down from above. But as we sink past 1,000 meters, the midnight zone begins, and the world goes completely black. This is the largest habitat on Earth, yet it exists in a permanent, freezing night that has lasted for millions of years. In this darkness, life doesn't need eyes to see. It needs weapons to survive the crushing isolation. You might see a faint blue flicker in the distance, but in the midnight zone, light is usually a trap. The anglerfish hangs motionless, dangling a glowing lure to attract prey directly into its invisible, gaping mouth. As we descend past 4,000 meters, the temperature drops to near freezing, yet the water remains liquid due to salt. We have now reached the abyssal plain, a vast, flat mud wasteland that covers more of Earth's surface than all the continents combined. It looks empty, but the floor is crawling with life forms that defy our understanding of biology. These creatures don't rely on the sun. They feed on marine snow, the decaying remains of animals falling from miles above. But we are not stopping at the plains. We are heading for the trench itself, into the Hadal zone. Named after Hades, the god of the underworld, this zone begins at 6,000 meters and is the frontier of death. The pressure here is equivalent to an elephant standing on your thumb, enough to crush a submarine like a soda can. At this depth, water is squeezed so tightly that its density actually increases, changing how sound travels. If you were outside the submarine, your lungs would collapse instantly, and your body would become as dense as the water itself. Yet, incredibly, life exists here in the trench, swimming casually through pressure that would destroy a tank. These fish have no air bladders to crush, and their bones are soft and bendable, allowing them to survive the physics of the deep. But as we go deeper, past 10,000 meters, we approach the Challenger Deep, the absolute bottom of the world. Fewer human beings have visited this spot than have walked on the surface of the moon. Down here, the silence is absolute, broken only by the groaning of the Earth's tectonic plates grinding together. In 2019, an explorer reached the bottom and found something that shattered the romantic mystery of the deep. Resting in the sediment, deeper than any human had ever gone, was a single plastic bag. It was a grim reminder that no matter how far we run or how deep we go, our influence precedes us. Scientists also discovered amphipods down here with high levels of radioactive carbon in their bodies. This radiation is a leftover from nuclear bomb tests in the 1950s, which settled into the trench like dust in a gutter. The Mariana Trench acts as a funnel for the planet, collecting our history, our waste, and our chemical mistakes. But there is one final mystery that keeps oceanographers awake at night concerning the trench sound recordings. Deep-sea microphones have picked up a metallic, biological sound lasting several seconds, known as the Western Pacific Biotwang. It sounds like nothing known to science, though it is likely a call from a distinct, unknown species of minke whale. It reminds us that despite our satellites and submarines, the ocean is still largely an alien planet right here at home. We have mapped 100% of the surface of Mars, but only 5% of our own ocean floor. The Mariana Trench is not just a deep hole, it is a time capsule preserving the ancient chemistry of early Earth. Some theories suggest that life itself began in these high-pressure, chemical-rich vents deep underground. If that is true, then looking into the trench is like looking into the cradle of our own existence. We search the stars for aliens, ignoring the gelatinous, glowing, and terrifying aliens living in our basement. the Mariana Trench remains the final frontier, a place where the rules of life are rewritten by darkness and pressure. And as our technology improves, we are left to wonder what else is hiding in the 95% we haven't seen.